very loud, that rain, isn't it?
Yeah, very loud.
Huh?
Very loud.
It's nice though. It's so calming, isn't it? How you doing, Timothy? Adele, what's happening? Laura, what's happening? Smarties, welcome Mo. Welcome Sherry E. Sorry people about the background and stuff. I just didn't fancy coming on camera. Super Mario, how you keeping? The Observer, welcome. Black Policia, how are you all keeping? I hope you all keeping well. What's happening to Boss 101? How you keeping, buddy? D, what's happening? I'm sorry for missing anyone's comments. Joanne, thank you. Smarties, I tell you what I mean. Let me approve that comment. Smarties, have you messaged me? I'm just going to screenshot your name so I can message back, yeah? Tony, we got it. Okay, you, as long as there's proof there, yeah? All good, clear. Lorna Hutchinson, I'm sorry, salt is not a fruit. I hope you're keeping well, Paula. Katie. Let me see, I'm trying to keep up with some of these. Super Mario, welcome, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. Welcome, Zoe. I'm glad you have arrived. I'm glad you, above anyone, has arrived. Emily, and I don't mean that in an ignorant way, because I'm hoping that you might be able to jump up in the box. I don't mean that in an ignorant way to anyone. I just hope that you might be able to jump up here for a minute. So it seems like they're trying to push this narrative, this PB. If anyone knows who I'm on about with PB, if not, can people in the comments make sure that you can let people know who I'm on about. And it seems like Five Towns is encouraging it. Thank you very much, Nell. It seems like Five Towns is encouraging it, this sort of behaviour. Now, there's certain words I can use. Thank you, everyone. There's certain words I can use. I've just seen that video that Sarah put up. 100% Observer, please. Like Observer, just type there, check your children's device regularly. These kind of people are not only a very, very, very bad influence on your children watching it, they're also promoting the fun side, or like there's some sort of fun side to people unaliving themselves, making an absolute... So yeah.
Hi, Sandy.
How are you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. I was watching his live, and someone called LJ was commenting, saying about Joanne, about the baiting. Is that all right to use that word?
Yeah, baiting. Yeah. We'll call it that. Yeah. We'll call it that.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. And basically said, "Oh, maybe I will still do the baiting, but I don't know yet." And he was being very cocky with it. Laughing, doing the stupid...
It's a laugh and a joke to him. It's a laugh and a joke to him. Thank you. Let me say one thing now, yeah? Now, above everything he's done, this man makes videos back at people, says whatever he wants. This, to him, this is one big game.
Yeah.
You know, someone sent me a message here about 2 days ago. I can't remember, whenever, the evening we was on our way up this side of town, and... he said, mate, he sent me a load of links, a load of videos and stuff. And he said, this is not the only time this man does this. It's not the only time. Yeah, and I'm getting this conversation, by the way, people, is about Paul Breach. No one else. It's about Paul Breach. And I'll tell you who exactly else it's about. It's about Five Towns Radio, Joanna. Yeah, as well. That's who it's about. So not only is Paul Breach... carrying on bad a long time around here. Look at all the accusations he's had up against him to do with these underage children. There's so many different things being said about it. So many people has covered this. Joanna is entitled to her opinion. She jumped in a box here the other day, but then tried to put, if someone unalives himself, it's on pressure of posters being put up. Far, far from it, Joanna. Joanna, you are one of his biggest enablers. Yeah. You, Joanna, are one of his biggest enablers. Please believe me on that. I'm not going to fall for no emotional blackmailing from you at all. Please believe me on that. I'm not. These posters that was made of Paul Breach to advise parents to check their child's devices have been printed out I will put the proper poster up. They have been printed out, and they are in the motor with me right now. 100% they are. And you are promoting this. So let me tell you, Joanna, if this is being screen recorded and this comes back down, whether you own Five Towns Radio or whether you work there or have a slot in the evenings there, whatever, I don't know. But Five Towns Radio and every office surrounding it and every person inside of it is going to know that you were promoting this man and his behaviour towards young girls online, and also you are promoting this SH and this unaliving factor on it, yeah? I am not just coming at him now, I am coming at the both of yous. You are going for it as well. You are telling someone, she volunteers at Five Towns, well listen, Yorkshire's, Margaret, you're going to want to have your Yorkshire's ready because I'm going to be up there very, very soon. The second is hot, I'm only popping in this live feed for a short period of time. Yeah, a short period of time. But I promise that it won't be just one poster that's being printed out. I'm going to hold Paul Breach's poster from going up until I get back to London and I can get your ones done as well. Your ones and Paul Breach's is going side by side all over Yorkshire, all over the areas, all over everywhere. As for the email that you wanted to send me about the hotel meant to be justifying Paul's actions, listen, Paul makes a mockery in every video I've watched. Before I put a poster up, I watched every single video. He's aimed two more at me. He's aimed another one at No Face. Yeah? That's not a man that's worried. That is not a man that's worried. That is not a man that has any sort of worries at all. That's a man that's provoking people. That is a man that knows full well what he is doing. That is a man that knows that his audience are full of teens. That is a man that is getting heavily supported by you, Joanna, from Five Towns Radio. You are encouraging a man who reckons that he is going to unalive himself, and you are saying to him that don't worry, if you do, I will tell your story. Us here at Five Towns Radio will tell your story if you go and unalive yourself.
Exactly.
What are you playing at? What are you playing at? What are you playing at?
This happens every time. He's done. I told you this. Was it yesterday when she was on live? Every single time he baits when something's not going right in his corner. Every time someone within the PBGL community that have worked tirelessly behind the scenes trying to gather evidence, you've got people that are doing all the background work, you've got people that are recording the lives and then putting clips out, you've got us that used to stream him, and this was all to spread awareness. As soon as we got close and people were catching on what he was, he would go on the suicide, bait.
No, don't worry, come on, it's all right. It's all right, don't worry.
Yeah, he used to go baiting every single time. Like I said, the last one he did, he went to Amsterdam.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, look, let me put it this way to you, yeah? I've been sent some very, very, very bad people on here already, yeah? But the second I get back off this vacation, this break, whatever it's called, yeah? Second I finish relaxing, I shouldn't even be on this live feed right now, but that has triggered me. His videos for the last 2 days since I've been up here has been aimed towards each of us. That's exactly what they have been. He's been aiming. This is not a man that's worried. This is not a man that needs sympathy. This man is provoking people. He's provoking people. He knows what he's doing, and personally, there 100% is something going on with him and Joanna and probably many more. And with the help of everyone else, the surface is only being scratched right now. I'm going to make sure that I rip that surface completely and see exactly what's underneath that. Please believe me, and with the right amount of people, we can create a demolition team and break them all up in bits and take them down for what they're doing. Please believe me on that, because this is not right. He knows full well his audience, his audience is that age group. He said it Joanna has said it. A load of people have said it. He knows it too well, and he wants to talk about that behaviour. He wants to talk about that behaviour. Do you understand me? What? The young age people are listening are going to think that this is some sort of fun stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? Joanna Speeds from Five Towns Radio in Yorkshire. That's who I'm on about. Yes, Joanna, if you're listening to me, I promise Yorkshire is getting a visit from me. Yorkshire, we'll have all the Yorkshires, Margaret, when I get back home. So we will. Honestly, I don't condone anything that Paul has done, but I really do not agree with your behaviour and what you are allowing to be said. You and him are making a mockery of people that have lost their lives due to that. You're making an absolute mockery.
She thought by saying that to you that she could sort of manipulate you in that situation. And that's why I had to speak up yesterday and say to you, look, go ahead, do the posters. This goes on all the time. He's always constantly baiting. Normally it is to manipulate teenagers to stop them from leaving him or speaking out about him, to have some sort of grip over him. And like tonight, he was even saying about, there's arguments within our community, the PBGL community. I will tell you right now, and if he's listening and if she's listening, I've got no problem with Angel. I've got no problem with anybody. I support the victims. I do get heated about things that I say sometimes, but that was in the past. I'm happy to have discussions. I've got a few of the girls that have left him on my page now that follow me. I'm here to be in solidarity with everyone. We all want this man off of here because of the pain that he's caused to all these young girls, and ones we don't even know about. God knows what's on his hard drive if they check it. This man is a danger, and she's a massive enabler. And so
I'm seeing that, and the pressure that was almost, Adele, thank you. The pressure that was tried to be put on my shoulders here the day that I was trying to go away with my family, and you're telling me that man can do now bad enough what he's done as well, but you are promoting it as someone who has a voice to the biggest percentage of Yorkshire. You have a duty of care if you know that man has spoken to you about on a helicopter, whatever you call it. Stella, thank you. Yeah, whatever your words you want to call it. If he's spoken about things like that, you should have respect for yourself, for the radio show you're working for, and for other people out there, other families that didn't have the chance to try to stop their own people that they know that's very, very close to them from going ahead. But no, you're promoting it, Joanna. If you do that, Paul, I will tell your story. If that's not someone encouraging, I don't know what is. You were giving him the go-ahead that, listen, I'm going to tell your story, Paul, not try to get him the proper support. Maybe, Paul, you need to come offline here, Paul. You need to sort something out. You need to take care of yourself. No, you're promoting him. You're promoting him to do this. You know, and then try to say it to me, that if anything happens him, it's on my shoulders.
Yeah, that's the lowest of low. Honestly, that fumed me. That fumed me so much that something had to be said, because that was not fair on you. No.
That is disgusting. How could you try to put that pressure on my shoulders? How could you try to put that on my shoulders? Yeah, on my shoulders at any time. You know, half of my journey coming up here, I couldn't think straight, because I said to Olivia, I said, and Olivia, don't get involved in this, people. Yeah, all she does is mod for me and help block out comments and stuff. Yeah, and she don't get involved. She don't come on the screen. You know, before when we do the quizzes and that, relax her times and whatever. Like, you know, she'll get involved that way, but not when it comes to me or things like this. And I said to Olivia, I said, you know what? So that's putting pressure. So that's putting a lot of pressure on me, because it was stuck in my head. I said, this woman has just said this, that I'm going to be responsible for a man unaliving himself.
But
that's bad.
But he carried on though. He's all day. He's been on half a dozen times, and yesterday, and that ain't a man that's trying to do that. If you see the things, and he kept doing the groin shots again, standing up in front of it, pulling his jumper up, twerking about, and even his posts are all unhinged. He's made about 3 or 4
Clara, thank
posts.
you.
That
Yeah,
is not somebody that's wanting to do that baiting. You know.
100%. Yeah, Clara, thank you. Sorry, Steph. Welcome in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Paul is in this live. Paul is in the live. Paul, do you want to jump up? Paul is in this live. Paul, do you want to jump in this box and explain yourself? Why are you messing about? Why are you messing about with what you're doing with young people? And also, not just that. What are you promoting that? What are you? Paul is in this. He's just popped into this chat. Whatever, he's gone running again. Paul is just, and I've just had a message come at the top of the screen say he's in here as well. Unless it's someone in a different name account, I couldn't find it. What's happening, Big Jamie? Paul, do you want to come up and explain yourself or the actions of Five Towns Radio? Huh? Do you want to explain yourself? Trying to put your petting on my shoulders, your messing on my shoulders is never going to happen. Never going to happen. Come up here. I'll drop everyone out of the box, and I'll turn the comments off. Come up here, you big messer. Come up here. Come up here, you coward. What's happening, Big Jamie?
How we doing?
Oh, good, buddy. How are you keeping? Sorry, mate. I wasn't even going to come on the slide feed, but I just, after seeing the video that Zoe put up, he's really, that's even further triggered me. Not bad enough with everything he has done, but then to be speaking about that can one of you repeat that word, the unalive, and I don't want to keep saying it myself, but
Unaliving helicopter.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
If he does that, Joanna from Five Towns Radio is going to tell his story. Yeah, a radio station presenter is encouraging a man to do that to himself, and is promoting the fact that she will make a story out of it. What a shame you should be. Never mind who you're supporting in the first place. Telling me you're going to send emails to me. Paul is willing to send me emails. Paul, you know where you can shove them emails. Yeah, you know what you can do with them. Paul is going to send me emails, but what was it he said? Sorry, they're going to block out
The email that it was sent from.
So hang about, right? You're gonna send someone proof, right, of something, okay? You're gonna send someone proof, all right? Now they were meant to send me proof after this live feed here the other day. It was offered to me to send some emails that the hotel proves that Paul didn't leave the hotel, right? But Paul don't want no backlash, so I understand. I understood that part of it for a minute, but then I didn't reply when I read on further. So Paul is gonna blur out the person who he was having the chat with. What? Now, I could go and have a conversation with myself on 2 different email addresses.
Quite
Right.
easy.
I'm going to block out one of the email addresses, and that's my evidence. At least show me a business email. At least show me that hotel with the business email at the end of it, and this conversation, and around the time that you were being accused of it. Don't come at me with that sort of carry on like I was born yesterday. Please believe me, a good percentage of the time I might listen. I might act like an idiot online, yeah? But hear me out very, very clear, Paul and Joanna. Sometimes you gotta play the role of a fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. I am far from a fool. Okay? Please, please, please. Yeah, I am far, far from a fool, as much as I might pretend it sometimes, yeah? I know exactly what is going on and what's not. And you two think that you're going to fool me in the background and then try to put pressure or try to make me feel guilt. Try to make me feel guilt about if I put up a poster about this man who is causing serious, serious issues up and down the country, that has been tangled up in so many different things, yeah? And makes a mockery out of people who's unalived themselves, and you to promote that, try to put the pressure of that on my shoulders and tell people that you'll tell the story. Joanna Speeds Five Town Radios, Paul Breach, I promise, when I leave this place Friday, I'm going to make sure that my beautiful family are at home safe. And I am going to fire up that motorway as fast as that motor takes me. And every part of Yorkshire, everyone, if they don't know about what Five Towns Radio is promoting, they're going to know by the time I'm finished. And Paul, I know exactly where you are because Joanna already told me. I know where you are. Please believe me. Sorry, Joanna, but when you put that pressure on my shoulders, I'm not holding any of your secrets no more. I know where Paul is, and I know where he normally frequents. Yeah, I know where he normally frequents as well. So please believe me, yeah? You've messed with the wrong fella here, and you've tried to put pressure on the wrong person. On the wrong person. You've done it to the wrong fella. Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Here, people are calling me names. Yes, people are calling me names. Here before, when you let when delusive Angie let my stalker in the page on her page to call me a load of names. Well, I'll tell you something. Yeah, I'm ready to go up and down of Yorkshire. Please believe me, Five Towns Radio. Yeah, you and you, Paul Bridge, you as well. Yeah, you need off this app, Paul. Or plenty of people needs to know about you, what you're at. They need to know about you. You're not going to put no pressure like that up on top of my shoulders and then make it look like you're gonna tell a big story belong to Paul. On the back on his unalive and on my shoulders. Not in a million years are you gonna do that up and down on this TikTok to me. Not in a million years. No way.
Just think about it this way, Tony, right? There's people in here that have been doing this for 3 years, that have watched it from the beginning, and I can tell you the amount of evidence these people have collected over these 3 years on this man, and that's without what I was doing myself over a year, and it's all piled up, and it's just got worse and worse. You think it can't get any worse, he goes another lower level. Now, why is it? There's all that amount of evidence out there, which most of it you've probably already seen, yet he hasn't come with one actual potential piece of evidence that could clear him. Not one piece. It's all math.
Dom, message me who, please. Dom, in the send me a WhatsApp with who. If you can hear this, send me a WhatsApp with who from the last message you just sent. Sorry, it's no, I know. I've just seen. Yes, I've seen a lot of different videos and I've seen a lot of different stuff. I'm not going to fire up things about people or go and get posters made. So many people have messaged the team and said, listen, this person is this person is that. And I said, I'm not going to fire up a live video. And I also tell people that's in the boxes, don't mention someone's name without any proof being said, yeah? All right, because it can be very, very damaging. Delusive Angie done that to me before with my stalker and tried to cause a lot of bother for me, yeah? And I know how damaging it can be, yeah? So that's why when people come in the box and I say, don't say people's names without solid proof, yeah? Don't encourage that behavior, yeah? I don't encourage that behavior, especially when you've got a lot of people listening. Do you understand what I mean? It's not fair on that person. I have watched so many videos on this, Paul. I have seen it. I've seen so much stuff. I've looked it up. So many people have covered it. Yeah, so many people have covered it. Do you understand what I mean?
There's loads of stuff out there about him.
And that's what I'm saying to you. That is exactly what I'm saying to you. Someone keeps saying, this anxious Andy.
So that was someone that let him stay with him, and I believe that was through Joanne. I mean, I'm not too clued up on it, but from what I know, they had to call the police on him to have him removed from the property, and the man had mental health issues and stuff, and he basically manipulated his way in, the same as what he did with Jojo and Nikisha, who were ex-mods. They invited him up for a party, I believe, and literally he tried to get himself onto their tenancy. They got an email from their housing officer to say that he tried to put himself on their tenancy. He literally made himself at home. And she hadn't given him permission for that. He'd done that off of his own back. I mean, it'd be easier to talk to Nikisha or Jojo personally. They could go into more
Someone
detail.
keeps saying to me, "Box Ian, who's Ian? Is this Ian here?" I don't.
So they're also part of the PBGL community as well, and they have a lot of information also on Paul.
How are you doing, Ian? How's things?
Hi,
Ian,
yeah, good,
Ian,
thank you.
buddy.
How are you?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
No. Yeah, definitely not. Yes, hi. How are you keeping?
Um, so sorry, I've got a bit of a delay here. Totally, there's a couple of things I want to say. First of all, please don't feel that there's any sort of weight to you being responsible for anything that he does. There's a video on my page that I've uploaded very recently. The most recent episode of this was December, and I've got stuff spanning a year, and there's probably 20 or 30 threats on there. It's not speculation, it's all words that have come out of his mouth, posted stuff on social media. So please don't think he does it all the time. He does it all the time. He does it all the time. All the time. Lots of people with mental health issues. Zoe's right in what she's saying. Paul met Andy through Joanne. Um, Joanne ended up getting Andy to let Paul stay. Paul then had to be removed by police.
Wow, wow. And let me just clear one thing up. It's Lan, isn't it?
Yeah, L, L, L for
Yeah, I
Lima.
was thinking because I seen the picture. I didn't know. I thought it said Ian at first. So I'm very very sorry. That's why I got the big shock as well. So what I'd love to know is what's going on with both of these. I think I think the quicker we put a separate group together, however we can do this, put some sort of group thing in the background separate to this, or if you already have a group uh, going there, I'm more than happy to join in because what Joanna has tried to do to me, I'm not happy with. Really, I'm not happy with that at all, and it's been bothering me up here. I haven't been able to relax up here. I haven't been able to relax up here. Steph, thank you. Don't have to worry about them people. Can we run these likes up? If anything else, it's 800 and something on. Can we just run the likes up? It helps me for the next time I do fire up a live feed. So this has already been going on. Your page has already been going on for a long time now, has it?
Who, me or
Yeah, I mean,
Lan?
I think I started this account in August.
August, yeah.
And I've been doing it
But as I
since,
say, have a look at one of my most recent videos because it's got a year's worth of dating on it.
and the same goes with me. I've been doing it since about March or so. But problem I have is every account that I've had has been banned. Every time I accrue loads of evidence, it gets taken down, and the majority of what I had saved and stored, I've handed over to Soxy, who then passed it on to No Face No Case.
It's about time because you know what? Let me reverse the tables now. On Joanna and Paul here. Ye are going to be the ones that causes a young teenager to do that. That's what's going to end up happening if you're not stopped. You're going to be the ones because you should never ever come at people and put that pressure up on top of me. Not in a million years. That man needs off this app. That man needs to change his settings or do something. Someone needs to look into him properly. And I understand that people are opening pages and they're trying to spread awareness via videos and stuff like that, left, right, and centre. But I can assure you, I could lose this count tomorrow or the next day. And that's why it's very, very important to go onto that website. But like I said, you can take the account off of me, but you can't take me or stop me from being in your town. You can't stop me from putting up posts. You can't stop me from spreading awareness as many other different ways as possible.
Well, I
It's
can tell
not
you
right.
another
Everything that
thing.
man is doing in front of young girls is not right. Is not right. So Paul and Joanna, I promise, and I promise it from the bottom of my heart, that when I'm finished up here on this breakaway with my family, I'm dedicating. I'll dedicate 6 months, a year, whatever. No one else. I'm dedicating it to you two. Just you two alone. just G2, to spread as much awareness, and not just up and down around the world, about G2 for a minute. And that's exactly. And also, like I said, I don't know if Joanna owns that Five Towns radio. I don't know, but someone said does she own it? Does she own it herself? Is she a volunteer there?
She doesn't own it 100%. She don't own it. I'll talk to you off of here of what happened 2 days ago through someone that I work with that did something, but I'll talk to you about that off of here. But she definitely doesn't own it. She has got a boss, if you like.
Okay, I think her manager, someone said, is called Phil Ream. But I don't know if that's true or not. But listen, it won't take that long to find out who's the manager. It won't. Plus, listen, I will walk into that building. Not a problem. I will post a poster inside of that building. Of both of them, joint posters with both of them. And a lot of different things on them posters, and we'll go up and down every part of Yorkshire and the area that I know where Paul is and his location, neighbours, every single one, up and down the place. And I'll spread as much awareness as that way. You go on that site, and please believe me, yeah, you need off this app. You're hiding behind it, and you're making an awful mockery out of people.
I can tell you this much, Ian. Sorry, not Ian. Tony. That manager was not happy that she was using her profile that she's got on TikTok for the radio station, and that she should only be using that to promote.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm taking a lawsuit out on Five Towns Radio for the stress and pressure they're after causing me to tell me that I'm responsible for I'll be responsible in front of so many people telling me I'm going to be responsible if someone takes a life. I'm going to be responsible.
Don't be a wrong in the first place, and you won't make awareness of them.
That's 100%. How can you try to put that up on top of me? And that account was in there. The Five Towns Radio account was on my live. I'll download the live feed for them. I'll play the live feed for them if they want. I'll play the live feed for. Is this emotional blackmail what Five Towns Radio is promoting?
Yeah, of course, it is emotional.
Is this emotional black? This is complete. Yes, it is manipulation and emotional blackmail. That's what they try to put me up there. Why do you think it's not out of my head?
Fake crocodile tears as well. That's what she had. Like, she knew that people were onto her. We all come with facts, and I mean, look at Fact Freak. He didn't stay even more than 2 minutes, and he got to the point and said, like, why are you defending him? You know, like, we all know what he is. Everyone knows it's done awareness on him what he is. We've watched with our own eyes. He cannot argue it.
Who's this goat?
Don't know.
Hi, you probably won't know who I am, but
Okay, just let me 1 second. 1 second. Your volume is very low. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Before you tell me anything, just because I don't know the account, there's not none of it. How old are you? Sorry.
I'm 32.
Okay, that's fine. All right, go ahead.
So basically, there's a big group of us, from quite a while back who were following Paul, and he really didn't like us. Can you not hear me?
He's very, very low. I don't know if you've got headphones or something. You're very, very low.
Right, is this better? Hello?
It's still very, very. Do you want to try to drop out and I'll bring you straight back in? I'll give you my word. I'll bring you straight back in if you want to try to. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, Joanna, I can see you there. Joanna, have you seen the recent videos of your best buddy, best pal, just provoking and provoking and provoking, yeah? Provoking for the last few days in videos, yeah? Provoking away left, right, and center. Have you not seen his videos? But you're telling me that's a man who I'm meant to be putting pressure on, who you put pressure on me, and that man keeps coming at me in videos, keeps coming at No Face. That person is not bothered about anything. That you and that person are at something in the background, and I'm not going to stop until I figure out what it is. I'm not going to stop, and I promise that in my heart. I'm not going to stop. You're never, ever, ever gonna put that emotional blackmail on my shoulders again. You're never gonna do that to me again in front of 1,900 people. 1,900 people. You tried to say to me that if that man does something wrong, that it rests on my shoulders, that I'm responsible for it. No, 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 no. Off your Five Towns radio page as well. Is that what you and Five Towns radio is promoting? Well, let me go and speak to the Five Towns radio people and the people in the surrounding areas to find out exactly, are they happy with that? Are they happy with that?
Sorry, the people down there saying he's been offering me out on a fight.
No.
They did. Look down there, and people are saying it's screen recorded.
I ain't seen it.
I haven't seen that, and I'd love him to say that. I'm not going to lie, but
I'm
yeah, I
saying
haven't heard him say it
now.
in my face.
What's happening, No Face? How's things?
I'm good, brother. You?
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't even, I'm alive. I wasn't even planning to come on here this evening.
I know
but
he's just getting a bit cocky, isn't he?
he's just treed since every day, a couple of days now I've been up here. Yeah, he called me out before he even made a live feed about him. Started hinting about this movement. I got posters printed out, and if you look across the screen, it didn't even say that name on it. I said, as promised as earlier. He was then going at you in 2 videos and came at me on 2 as well. Now Joanna is trying to tell me that this weighs on me. Do you understand? This weighs on me. No, it does not. No, it does not, Joanna. No, it does not. But I tell you what does, Joanna, yeah? I shouldn't even be on this live feed. You and him have triggered me. Yeah, only a few days I get to spend away with my family, and both of you have really, really triggered me. Both of you have really, really triggered me, yeah? But don't worry about that. Listen, don't worry about that. I'm not going to let you spoil this break I have away. I'm not, as much as you are already in the background, but I'm not going to let you spoil it. I'm still enjoying myself down here. I'm enjoying my time with my family. But I promise, when I get back and when my child and my missus is back home safe and sound, I hit that motorway. I hit Yorkshire, all around Yorkshire, from the welcome to Yorkshire, every
I
single
haven't got it
part
on
of it.
this. I'm not mod on this account.
People sat watching. So, Paul, just to let you know, you wanted to up the levels.
He
I
did,
am on the other
he
now.
did the same to Tommy as well. When I got Tommy involved before, like Tommy's like, let us know when he's in London again, and I was offering to show him exactly where he usually stays, and he was calling him like a rug rat and things like that. We made a laugh and a joke of it and just took the piss back out of him. But he was offering him at, and any man that goes anywhere near this, he will come all cocky at him, but he'll only do it behind the screen. But when he's in public, I've seen this man in public. He hasn't got the same energy. He keeps his head down and he's always focused on his phone.
You'll have
100%.
to hold that energy if I get hold of him, because it's going to be the only thing he's going to be able to do.
Listen, No Face, as much as we want to say things like that, just
My
hold
bad,
back.
yeah, no, yeah.
Sorry, hold back on things like that. Listen, not promoting no violence. This is about awareness, not violence.
That's it. It's
Awareness. Yeah,
awareness.
it's as simple as that. Yeah, awareness. All right.
My bad. Let my feelings get ahead of me there.
No, I understand that, but listen. What Joanna wants to put on my shoulders, yeah. Then she's gonna spin it and say that we're trying to say this and that. So please,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's cool. I understand that.
God, what's happening? How are you keeping?
Hey, can you hear me properly now?
It's even worse now, God.
Oh, I can't get in.
I don't know what's wrong with it. If you tell me, if you tell me, we can hear it in the bar. Just speak, and if you can just speak up a bit loud.
Okay, so I'll sit here and I'll shout. I haven't
Why are
got
you shouting at me for?
and I'll shout. I haven't
Why are
got
you shouting at me for?